All right, so today I have a question for Patrick Lugo, who knows how to set up a RedBubble store. He's been running his own store for a little bit. Is that right, Patrick?
That's true. I launched my RedBubble store on 2000, so it's been 2 years.
2020?
2020, right? 2 years. So, um, it's doing okay. I've noticed that RedBubble definitely responds to the amount of attention I give it. So when I'm putting artwork on it regularly, it will give me feedback in terms of new buys. But
Yeah.
it's still, every quarter I get a few dollars. I get some play money as a result of the artwork that I've consistently uploaded to Redbubble. So, it's nice to have
Oh,
that little bit of money coming into your account. They direct deposit it right into your bank account. They take their cut. They'll give you the information as to how
hmm.
much money you're making in real time. So whenever someone buys a T-shirt from you or a shower curtain,
Yeah.
you'll get a little notification that says you've made a sale. You'll get a notification as that object gets produced, and eventually you'll get the feedback as to when it arrives.
Hmm.
And then at the end of every quarter, once you'll get your little payment threshold, right? You'll get your readout of how many sales you've made and how much money that equates to.
Yeah.
So one of the things I like about Redbubble is that you can set your own prices, not in this basic sense, but in the sense of how much of a percentage do you want to make.
Hmm.
And then so you can look at the T-shirt and you can decide, okay, because of the quality of this design, I think I could sell it for $30 rather than $20. And so you can adjust your percentage accordingly.
Hmm.
And then Redbubble handles everything and they just give you that percentage of the sale.
That's cool.
And so the key thing that I like to keep in mind with Redbubble, they have an extensive, FAQ. So they'll let you know a lot of the details. But the three key things I like to keep in mind is that
Yes.
Redbubble will allow you to set up a subdomain.
Hmm.
So my subdomain is plugoarts.redbubble.com. So my
Okay.
personal website is plugoarts.com. I set up plugoarts.redbubble.com. It's easy to remember. It's easy to type. And so that one thing is, so once you set up your Redbubble store, maybe it's donovanrittenbach.redbubble.com. Maybe it's,
I need something simple.
you do. I mean, that's an interesting task always to find what that thing would be. I know you've used Technomage in the past, and I seem to recall you musing on Copy Magic or something like that. Was that, am I misremembering?
Copy magic or Doctor Copy, DR Copy, which
The
read
art
doctor.
copy
It's kind of a
that
tip of the hat to my grandfather who's a doctor. And yeah, but
plus your own, Donovan Rittenbach in there.
yeah,
So, and then of course this whole, I don't know, someone has probably already taken copy.com, but
yeah. Doctor Copy, I'm sure somebody else has done it, but whatever. There's tangent. Okay,
right.
Redbubble. You could
drcopy.redbubble.com could work very
okay.
well. Or maybe just dr.redbubble.com. Choice is yours. The second detail I like to remind people is the optimal file format for Redbubble artwork will be a PNG, right?
Okay.
Because you want to have that transparency layer.
Well, you're gonna walk me through this, right? So you'll be able to show me some of this stuff.
Sure. But I mean, I just want to
Oh,
front
okay.
load these details just so that you know that you're gonna be exporting your artwork into a PNG format. And then the last detail is that you want to have
What?
your pixel size large enough that you could print your artwork onto a shower curtain if you wanted.
Okay.
And so the maximum optimal pixel size for your artwork should be 7,269 pixels tall by 7632. So here we are at the uploading stage. So have you generated your file?
So this is, yeah, we'll get to this in a second. I think, let me just make sure that I've set up RedBubble properly. So where do I set up my URL?
So that would be in your account details.
Okay. This is what I got for account details. It seems kind of sparse.
Let me jump onto mine.
That's why I'm wondering what the fuck's going on.
So here we are. Let's go to your account.
On this page here, I don't see account, so I can go over here.
Right, so you're in their help setup. So you want to go to where your account.
I'm not in the help setup. I clicked on this.
So go to your profile.
This one?
Up higher to the top one where it says your profile. All right, so.
I saw a place where I just changed it from DuckGuru69. That's the thing. I got to get all my shit on like the same damn thing.
Okay, so this looks like your shopping profile. So let's go back and see if you can manage your store or manage your dashboard.
Sell your art.
Okay, so there's your create up. So you want to set up a shop first. Add your avatar, add a cover image, add a bio. So I would suggest that you had your logo or whatever set up. So these are the things that you're going to use to set up your store.
There's a PNG. There's my upload of my headshot. Let's see if it takes it. Cover image.
Cover image just functions as like a banner across the top of your profile.
Come on. It's weird because it says upload. Let's go with that one. I didn't click upload. So choose file, and then you got to hit upload. Okay. Anyways, here I am. Now.
So you are.
It looks like I'm back at the shopping thing, right?
Right. You want to go to your.
But that's not where, somehow it keeps bouncing me back to.
So do you want to look for the drop-down menu that says your shop? So if you go to that top, if you go to your profile.
There it is.
So when I
wonder what your screen looks like.
I have the part that looked like yours. Let's see, where artist tools, I have that. Why don't you, let's meet up at the dashboard of your artist tools. And let's see where it's right under art. So that's what you have. Okay, so mine's is much more, mine has my earnings summary, etc. So for new sellers, so I think you need to upload something to be able to set up.
See what it does.
All right, so, okay, so there, if you scroll down a little further, it'll give you all the details on what you can do with that shirt, that particular shirt, right? Right at that hex, right now you've got your default t-shirt to be a white t-shirt. If you want
Okay.
your default t-shirt to be a different color, you could set that there. And then you could see, because of the pixel size of that image that you uploaded, it's showing you how big they can print it. Right. So now if you go with the maximum pixel size that you can print on an object, then you'll have the room to, it'll show you how big or small you can do it. So if you have an image that is their maximum
So what's
size,
the resolution that it should be?
and they just measure it in terms of pixels, right? So they
I
just, so
mean, not, yeah.
300 DPI or 100 DPI, they still want the image to be 7,632 pixels wide.
Okay, 1 second. 7,100 and what?
7,632 pixels. Right, so that's the maximum pixel width. And then the maximum pixel height is 7,269.
What the fuck?
Right. That's the size of a shower curtain.
Okay.
So if you can fit your artwork, whatever, so if your artwork is that size, it can be printed for as large as a shower curtain.
All right.
So in this
this
case,
font is now 700 pixels.
right, but
700 pixels tall. That's funny.
I wonder if you were to switch over to something like Futura, if that would actually work as a more readable in this case.
Yeah.
Because the compressed C's. Okay, so that's interesting. Now maybe if it was all caps. Yeah, okay, I like where this is going. See, I like how that CSCO works. I think that's strong. And then the two U's, that's a very strong visual motif you have going on with this type font.
I mean, it's weird, right? How your eye looks at all those curves and like the two C's lining up with the S in the middle. It makes your eye kind of bounce around in a really curious way. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, I think it creates a lot of visual interest. There's
Should I make this bigger?
I would say bring it to the maximum width of your image space. Okay, so now I would also center it, right? Center it vertically, center it horizontally. And then I would remove the background entirely. Put it on a transparent space. Now that would be the artwork you would upload. You would remove the background and you would upload it with the transparency as a PNG.
So it should be centered on this?
I would center it.
Okay.
In all honesty, like at this point, you could also just crop it to the size of the actual text.
Yeah.
For the sake of.
Yeah. Why would I want to have anything else? Like, it seems like I would be. Okay. So I'm just going to do this. Do a little save the file. So then save that as a PNG. Should I crop it?
I would definitely crop it so that the height matches the height of the text itself. It'll allow you more flexibility of placement when you're, actually gonna position it on the t-shirt.
Okay.
And then this is what you'll save as a PNG.
Gonna quick do a save as a,
Definitely want to save your working file as a PSD for later.
yes, that's what I was doing. Okay. And
And now you're ready. So we're going to replace this image.
by the way, I wonder if I should, okay.
Excellent. So here we are. So now we've set it. The default t-shirt should be set. In fact, if you go scroll up a little higher, if you select background color hex, right, you could select 00, make it default black. And what that'll do is it should make all of your images default to like black when available. So now here we have your standard t-shirt, right? And then you could, by default, RedBubble will just take it and center it, but you would probably want to raise it up higher. And so this is where cropping it worked in your favor, right? If you had not cropped it, you would not be able to raise the image up to the maximum print space, which is difficult to see on a black t-shirt. But if you were to select, say, yellow, you would see a dotted line that shows you, like, so if you click on the yellow panel right there, you can see that the line that shows you where RedBubble can print your message, right? So you see that guideline. So if you had uploaded a square message, a square graphic rather than a rectangular graphic, you may have some issues with being able to push the image up to exactly where you want it.
Okay.
But now the customer always has the option to select their color t-shirt, but you want to select the color t-shirt you want to present, right? So typically, black is most common, I've noticed, but it's up to you. Black and white is high impact, but maybe blue, would work more photographically, capturing more lights and darks. It depends. But once again, I leave this choice up to you. What do you think? I think the black and white looks pretty sharp.
Okay.
And then once you decided what you want, you can hit apply changes and it'll carry that change over to that item. So now here's where you have a whole range of options as to what you can use your product on. And so you could just, you would just click, you would enable it, you would click the disable button and then enable it for whatever format you thought it best.
So this is interesting. Like,
so here's an interesting thing you can do. You could fit it to size, but you can also go down and hit the button that says choose pattern. And then you could have your message tiled. Right. And then you could have that same message offset. So, so you can have it gets interesting when you do this on, say, a pair of leggings or something. And so now here's an instance where the cropping would be a factor, right? Like if you had kept it as a square plane, when you tile it, there'd be more black in between the various tiles of the graphic.
Gotcha. Yeah. Better spacing.
So that's just something to, as you create these designs, you want to kind of have that in mind. I see they've introduced some new products since I was last on: the dog mat and the cat mat and the pet blanket. How fun.
How fun. You could wrap your
Look at that. Pet bandanas. Yeah, I'm really fond of my own, I created my own iPhone case just for the specific.
Nice. I love that. Can people buy that on your store?
People can buy that on my store. So
wait, let's just take a peek at that, because redbubble.com and it's Lugo. Or
you
is
can
it?
actually just type in plugoarts.redbubble.com. And so there's my shop.
Okay.
And so if you scroll down, it'll recommend what it thinks you'd like. There's some of my collections there. You can see my phone right there, top left, wrestling friend.
Excellent number, 2310.
And so this is an instance where I can like, go in and really decide like which items I feel more strongly about and which items I think will sell, and adjust like my percentages accordingly, and decide, okay, I put extra work in, I should get a higher percentage for certain products. And while a few others are just a little more like me wanting to fill out a store. But you see, the beauty of RedBubble is that once you've uploaded it, then it'll provide you with a whole range of models that you can use.
So why don't they just have a thing where the customer chooses what color they want? Just right off the
They
bat.
will. The
They will,
customer will
yeah.
ultimately be able to choose what color they want. But what you need to choose is what color you want to present your artwork in.
Gotcha.
Because that's going to be the color that those prefabricated models will appear in. So like if you looked at my shop and you saw the models wearing a specific color shirt, right? Like you can choose what color shirt you want, but I'm choosing what color shirt I want my models to be wearing. And so look at that. The magnet's kind of funny. See, so this is an instance where a black version would be useful for certain magnets and certain stickers and certain transparent items. So I tend to recommend having, for these kind of graphic design, very, very graphic kind of works of art, I'm a strong advocate for having the black version and the white version. Now, the shortfall that RedBubble suffers from is that, maybe they fixed it. Let's see. Oh, that's excellent. It looks like they have fixed that.
Doesn't fuck up everything.
Right. It used to be that you couldn't just individually make those kind of adjustments. And so
Oh my God.
Things happen fast. And this is the reason why I feel bad for having neglected my store. But now I have a reason to get back on it, because some of these solutions are exactly what I've been waiting for.
I hate shitty software.
But
it's so far, this has been easy to use. It's made sense. It's been consistent, So the one thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out how to get this sticker thingy to work. I don't see
so
any.
if you hit the apply changes, let's see what that'll do. So I think it's just a weird side effect of the actual. I mean, what I'm seeing is the sticker as it should be, and then but the
see like
thumbnail is a little odd.
Yeah, right? Like, is that what the sticker is going to look like?
I honestly don't know. That's a new dilemma. So the one way that we can find out is when it's after we've saved the store, there's going to be a feature that allows you to create like promotional assets.
Is that adult language? Nah. Yeah. I hate lawyers. Speaking of which, fuck SCOTUS. Fuck SCOTUS. Gotta say it as one.
Fuck SCOTUS.
This is
okay, so here we are. This is in the share your work feature. So now you can see that magnet looks like the way it should look. And then it's showing you the various models that you have available to you. And if you were to click on any of these specific items, they'll give you even more photos. So let's like take, for instance, the classic t-shirt.
My vision is becoming real. Okay, sorry. The tribal, the what?
Pick your model. I mean, this is, and once again, this is just for your basic t-shirt or the different products that you have available. But then once
choose,
so you just click on it.
I do.
Oh no, go to the little what is that? The hamburger, the 3 dots at the bottom. and then you would download images,
Oh,
right? And then it's going to give you a selection of the different images that you can choose.
that flicker's got a.
So, the thing is that with the t-shirts, you have the option of printing t-shirts on the front or the back. So you can create a second product that's like this same graphic, but presented on the back of a t-shirt.
Okay.
And I'm glad to see some of my models have fresh shots. So that'll be fun to return to.
So, what do you think? Target market wants to look like this? All right. Kind of hard to know.
Well, it gives you some insights because you can look at that, and like me personally, I think I would want to have that particular t-shirt with the graphic a little bit closer to the V. Right. So I would then go back and I would manage that bit of artwork and, you know, adjust it so that it's printed higher for that style of shirt.
But it's just that stylish shirt.
Right. Specifically, just because the way the V interacts with the t-shirt.
I don't know if I actually get a choice. How do I change that?
So you would go back to like manage your portfolio. You'd scroll all the way up and then go to your little profile, a little bit closer to your profile over, wait for the drop down to come down, and there should be a button that says manage your. So go to your profile image, and then there should be a drop down that. There we go. And now you want to go to manage portfolio. And you've got one item on your portfolio. So you want to go and hit the little gear button and edit. So you definitely want to change the title to reflect the new term.
So is this where I go fuck SCOTUS?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. And then you would write your tags for search purposes, and then your cell tags.
Or something like this. Do you ever?
Exactly. Here's where you would, I mean, you could definitely drop in the copyright symbol, but this is also your chance to add your cell tags, right? What is it about this t-shirt that people need to know? You know, so I would, when I'm presenting a new design t-shirt, what I write here will also reflect what I'm going to use on my social media to kind of help promote the image. But before that, let's scroll down and find that V-neck t-shirt so that we can make those specific adjustments we're talking about.
Okay.
So I guess it would be one of the subcategories of your standard print t-shirt, right? So you would edit your standard print clothing.
Darn it. Okay, so standard print, this one here.
Yeah, so you would edit that. Did you edit it? Edit. Okay, now you want to look and you see, right, that's where you want to go to and now you would make your adjustment there. There we go.
Okay.
And then you would apply those changes.
All right.
And then that's, and then you could go in and granularly, you could do that for all of your products, right? You'd want to kind of have some ideas as to whether or not this would work as this particular project would work as an apron or a backpack or, stickers, right?
Yeah.
And so this could be a little time consuming, and so you want to kind of it takes a little time to kind of start getting into the habit of thinking of what piece of art would work on what, Do people
it's
really
weird.
want
a lot of these are already, I guess they're just by default white, or
Yes.
does it reset all my fucking, I thought that I turned my default background to black.
I thought so too. Let's go up to the top and see if if there's something we can do about that. So you want to go to background color and see if we can change that to black.
So there it is.
And I think saving these changes might be a step in the right direction.
Or yes. Okay, there they are.
Everything's looking like it's starting off black.
It's higher.
It's higher. So now you can go in there and download your images. I think you're off to a strong start. Like I said, I think once again, I think there should be a version that includes the hashtag.
Yeah.
But I think you've got a lot of strong potential here for something.
Cross fingers.
I think you're off to a great start. I think there's a, you know, I think now that we've got you started, you have a wide range of potential graphics that you could just start posting up on RedBubble. You know, all of those various memes that you've created, and not to, I mean, and then there's still the micro photography. You know, there's going to be someone that's going to just want the bee's eyeball as a shower curtain. You know.
Yeah, I've been reading this thing about the importance of niching down that I think is maybe that's my niche. Bees.
It may be. I mean, but RedBubble is one of the things I enjoy about RedBubble. I'm not sure if the hashtag would work as a file name, so I might just spell out hashtag in that instance. But I think RedBubble, is a great way to just test out some potential ideas, potential conversions from a concept to a product. This is how I found out how many people appreciate the fan art that I do, and I mean, I create fan art for my own joy and for my own purposes, but I make it available to on RedBubble because there are people who also who are also fans of these images that I'm creating.
Yeah.
So, it's always encouraging to get the email notification that says someone decided your concept deserves to be on their coffee mug. That it just does the heart good to know that someone appreciated that joke that I created enough that they're going to drink coffee to it in the morning.
Yeah.
So I think.
Sorry, I thought I had. That's weird. I did a hashtag. Where'd it go? Folk. Documents. You're shitting me. Okay, sorry. This is a child-friendly audience. Okay, so anything else I should know? Since
I mean,
second product right there. Ta-da! Cool.
I think you're off to a great start. I mean, I think there's just some details in terms of the aesthetics, right? What your thumbnail image will look like, blah blah blah. But I think
so I didn't need to know more about the thumbnail image or any of the other stuff that I would use in promotion that you want to talk about.
I mean, it depends on where you want to go with this particular concept. Do you want this to be your thumbnail image? It could be hashtag FU. Or, I mean, do you have a specific logo that you plan to use? These are just considerations for you to think of for yourself in terms of how you want to present your RedBubble store. For me, I'm presenting Lugo Arts. I'm presenting my whole body of work in RedBubble format. That might not be the case for you. For you, this might be specific to the message. in which case you'd want to adjust your branding accordingly.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's a I feel like it'd be good to distance myself.
Well, there's the personal, what would you call that, social hygiene aspect. And then there's also the reality that, this is a message that's very succinct and clear and exists on its own. So it doesn't necessarily need to be rolled into any bigger narrative of a personal brand or whatever. It could just exist as the, Fuscotis store.
Yeah, and then playing around with the actual definition. Oops. I don't think it's not really adult language, but they're probably gonna bust my chops.
Well, sometimes it's easier to apologize than to ask permission.
It's simply, whoa, baseball caps. Okay.
Maybe they come in red.
Can you change the red here? No. Okay.
You'd have to make those adjustments in the menu, in the portfolio.
Let's see.
One color. If only. But here's an instance where now you can you could examine how your pick is sitting on the print space.
Just to make sure that,
because what you wouldn't want is someone to decide that they want the hat and then they don't get their full message on their hat, right? So you'd be better off not offering the hat than to offer the hat that doesn't fit with your message.
I like how it's right around the nipples.
I mean, it's just glorious. Like, this is a picture's worth 1,000 words, and when that word is such a fun little word in and of itself,
kind of like my
how
fucktopus,
much fun she's having wearing that t-shirt,
right?
that is tweetable in and of itself.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so then they would charge.
Would be, do you want to, when you bring this to the public, do you want to say it's your creation, or do you want to say it's your discovery?
That's a great question. Creation, I guess, is what it just.
I mean, it's
clever, but creation.
I don't think that there's a right or wrong answer. I think it's just something for you to consider for yourself. Like, what is the strongest narrative arc you can create for this little project? How much can you learn from it?
Yeah.
But before you can do all of that, there's a few details that you want to cover in terms of payment methods and being able to
So where do I do that?
So that I think would be in your account settings.
Complete your payment details to.
Right. So this is stuff that you probably don't want to be live streaming or whatever.
Yeah. Usually I'd be afraid of that, but considering that it's like, I'll cut it if I use this. Okay, so payment. I should be live streaming. Why am I not? Payment. United States. Whoa. Chop that shit. La 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 la.
So the funny thing is that you cannot make a percentage off of your own artwork. Like, if I upload something and I buy it for myself, I'm not going to make a percentage off of that artwork. But I get to have the t-shirt of my art, I don't think I'm going to be paying that extra percentage either.
You don't get it as a discounted.
You do. What you basically do is you pay for the shirt, but you don't pay your own percentage. You don't pay yourself your percentage. But like, once you have that t-shirt posted and your friends discover it, when they buy it, you'll get a percentage. And you have the option of they'll give you, I think they default to like 12%. but then you could adjust that.
Where do you adjust that?
Also, I think in manage portfolio, you would adjust it for that specific product. So once again, in the gear section,
On each one?
I think so. Let's see. I should stop looking at your thing and I should look at my own thing, and that might help.
Why does it keep fucking changing my default color? He's so crap.
Yeah, there's some quirks, admittedly.
Always.
So if you select an item, if you go to a specific item, let's go to your basic t-shirt, like at the very top, and you edit that. And you press the edit now, rather than you want to go to the, you see where it says go back to edit. Now you see where the red indicator shows the edit.
Come on, you piece of, okay.
Okay, go down, now go to the right a little bit. You go up a little bit more, a little higher, a little higher, a little higher, a little more. Okay, you see the pencil with the red line, vertical line next to it? To the left, just slightly to the left. A little more, that red vertical line. You see the red, go down.
Crappy UI.
Now hit the check mark. And now this shows you what items you can have your graphic printed on. So if you look, you can include baby clothing. If you hit those things, if you hit the check mark there, it'll make your message available onto children's clothing as well. And then to the right of that, you can decide what your markup is, right? What percentage do you want from a given work of art? So this is what I was talking about, that you can say, you know, the basic t-shirt should probably have the highest percentage because that's the most commonly used, but the more obscure items, you might want to lower the percentage. And then this goes into your whole, you know, theory of sales and pricing and all of those other things.
Okay. So, but then I have to go through and make sure that they are going to fit properly.
Right. So usually the best rule of thumb is to deselect everything other than the things that you know you want to work on. And then you can add more products to it depending on what you think. You know, I mean, what you think fits for your products, you know, viability or sellability.
Am I doing those? Okay, whatever. So,
you know, maybe your message will look good on a baby doll dress. Maybe no one is going to want to wear a baby doll dress with your message. I mean, those are the kind of things you have to kind of take into consideration. Or maybe you think your message, you know, needs to be on everything possible, from shower curtains to baby doll dresses to phone cases.
And I think so. It's just that weird thing about not knowing how they line up necessarily. You know?
Well, yeah, you have to go through each one and noodle around a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Like, look, that shit's white, black. It's weird how some stuff is white, some is black, some is gray.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I think with a little bit of reading on their FAQs, there might be some answers to be found. And some of it just might be just unique quirks.
This is fucked up UI. Totally hidden. You didn't even see those there.
Yeah, you gotta, there's a little bit of a learning curve.
Well,
cool. I mean, there are other such platforms like Society6,
yeah,
which is another version of this sort of thing. different in some instances. You can actually have your message printed out on furniture, which Redbubble does not do. So I've started a Society 6 store as well, and it mirrors my Redbubble store, but I just think right now my personal style of art is more people on Redbubble are more receptive.
Yeah.
And you can see that Society 6 is a little more graphical and print, like print style. So, but I mean, it may be that Pentacles could be popular on Society 6, or with a little bit of effort, you could kind of create like a seamless tile of some of your micro photography, which then could be printed on furniture and look amazing.
Dude, this would be, so it'd be like, I'm okay. That's a whole other, the promotion side of it, that's a whole other thing. But in the meantime, is there anything else I should know?
I think you're off to a
Store
really
set up.
good
How do I see what it looks like set up?
You would go to your store. There should be a thing that says your store. That might not be available till after you've set up your payment method or something.
I set up the payment method.
Okay, so let's see. Your profile or your store.
Come on.
Your shop. I have one that says your shop that's right above the dashboard in my menu.
Yeah, I don't get that thingy. That's your profile. Come on. It's kind of inconsistent. So activity feed, bubble mail, order history, account details, manage portfolio.
Oh, I think try that, or sell your quick edit, add more work. It's true. So let's see what sell your art looks like at the moment.
Wait, sell your art. Where do you see that?
That's in the drop-down menu.
Okay. Add 2 designs. Blanca, blanca, blanca. Confirm your email address. All right. La la la. Redbubble. Doesn't got a confirmation email. Just a. Weird. There's nothing's coming in on Donna. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little bit at a loss. I think that there might be.
Hold on a second. So there's the confirm mail. You're gonna set up to be paid on Redbubble. Okay. And then we're gonna go back to the sell your.
It is. I just saw it. Your shop. Nicely done.
I thought I changed that, but whatever. Oh, that's like a. Thanks. Yeah, that's cool.
It'll take I mean, I would recommend reading up a few of the FAQs, but I think you're off to a really strong start.
Even though it says no products are available.
Yeah, I'm curious if there's something that you have to do because you've uploaded some work.
Right.
I see you have something in a.
That's a cart, but.
So I thought I saw you had something in that cart. So let's click on that and see what it looks like when you go there.
But why is it not?
That's what it looks like as a product. Let's go down. designed by and sold by. It says it's yours. Is there a thing? See, view other. Let's see if they give you. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to search for it on my own. See what happens when I search for it. So interestingly, it says that there's nothing that matches that. Let's see if I misspelled it.
I'm gonna bet you didn't. Want me to put this in chat?
Oh, I'm just gonna.
Am I doing a good job of helping you not talk with your brother?
Oh, I'm probably gonna call him after this. That's not a problem. They sent me, his wife just sent me a photo of him having dinner. So they've already done the passive, you should call your brother thing. But I'm busy looking at photo. My sister's on a great epic hike too. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, maybe I still need to get out of the house. It's almost 2:00.
Mhm.
Okay, so sales history, link, accounting, edit profile, edit payment details. This stuff looks like it's all filled out. I've saved the changes.
Is there a user agreement detail or getting paid? Do you have to click that? Yes, I agree to the. It's not.
You don't get a.
Oh, I think maybe you have to like pretend to read it first. I don't know. See, this is where 2 years ago I was much more, paying much closer attention to these details.
Okay. Yeah, no.
But it might be that you need a little while for something to get verified or
Shop settings. Let's see.
match collection works. So
Don't.
add new work. Oh no, that's different. So you want to click those and see what happens. That's when you create available on. I don't have the resolution to really see what those things are.
All sorts of things. Yeah, let's see. Maybe this is the way to do it. Oops, pin this. Can you see it any better? It looks like make public, anyone can see.
Oh yeah, have you made them public?
Okay.
All right, let's see if I can find it. All right, well, I found your profile, but there are no items on the shop.
Yeah, right.
So
You have successfully made public to what the fuck? Curious. That's a bit high.
what? The price?
No, this on the
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, once again, that's where each design takes a little bit of attention that needs to get tweaked.
edit. Okay. I could have sworn. Yeah, I've been waiting for it to just, start fucking up on something. So It's been pretty good, and then all of a sudden you inevitably hit a bug. It blinked with the name of design published. This may take up to 15 minutes to appear at another design. Okay.
Oh,
Huh?
sometimes to propagate. I found your store, but I haven't been able to. It has yet to reveal your products,
Okay.
but I think you're heading in the right direction.
No, 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 no. Interesting. Huh. Okay, cool. Well,
Keep me posted. I look forward to seeing this new product, this new little experiment of yours. I think there's a lot of room for you to explore, and I'm excited to see that happen.
yeah, let's see what happens.
I mean, have fun downloading all of these various models with your message on it. I mean, I think that in and of itself is pretty satisfying.
right. I've accomplished something. It
And
is
I think there might be a button in there that says download them all in one shot, if I recall correctly. I don't know. I guess not.
guess not. Maybe okay, so the one that I wanted that was the hashtag. Yeah, it's weird. So this is okay, good. There's the hashtag. Cool. Well,
Exciting.
then let's see what happens. It's the best I can do.
I think this is a great little exploration of what could be done with the seed of an idea. So I look forward to see it bud.
Sweet.
Look at that.
Thanks.
They look so satisfied wearing your work.
Don't they? Oh, yes. Now I just got to see if there's a. I gotta look up the domain because I know nobody has been spelling this. Do I want to? Yeah, I would just do it to sell the t-shirts. I
So
don't.
many possibilities. You could just reach out to some people and see if, hey, I'll donate a percentage. I'll donate my percentage of these if you want to use it for such and such or whatever. Just how many
name.
how many parts of the buffalo can you use?
Yeah, it'd be nice to just have one. Hey, so I gotta deactivate all these fucking things, right?
Yeah, you either have to deactivate them or you
Obviously.
have to go in and adjust them. So I mean, it's
Okay.
definitely a case of like knowing your product.
Yeah. So edit down here, just go through
Mhm.
and
And you could just like scroll down and just hit the button that says disabled, and that's just like an easy way. And then when you're ready to noodle around with specific things, then you go back and you enable it and you do your specific adjustments.
cool. I like it when it's pretty straight fucking forward. I mean, it hasn't been, too how to say, it's been pretty non-hiccupy.
Yeah, it's got a few weird quirks that reveal themselves because it's trying to do
Sure.
like a one size fits all sort of approach.
Mm,
So sometimes you just see things that just act a little bit odd.
fitted masks.
Yeah, I've got one of those. That could be a fun one with it just right across the top, right across the front.
So
So there you go. So you can go in and
Huh. All right, so I'd want the white on black.
or you would select the background color to be black, but right. But in this case, right, and you would edit it and just set a default background color
Mm,
right there.
weird. Where's the
And you would scale. And so you see, it's because you have the 7,000 plus pixel sized image that gives you so much options in terms of scaling it, right? If there were less pixels, you wouldn't have as much room to scale it. But that is a pretty hilarious looking mask right there. And so the beauty is not just the not just the product, but the freaking models that are going to be wearing that mask right now once you get the
Okay, let's check this shit out. That'd be funny. Okay. Oh, they said not ready maybe for 15 minutes. So face masks.
there should be in there somewhere.
Where is it at?
Huh.
Did I not? Is it not activated? See you bastard. I wonder if this is
First hit the enable it, first enable it, and then edit it. And then now edit.
what the fuck? Did it lose my work?
I'm not sure.
It looked like it.
Looks, yeah. And then apply your changes. You didn't apply your change. Oh,
Hey,
there,
1 second.
okay.
I'm just checking, right? So it's there. I
And then you
go.
gotta give him always remember to give him the permission.
Now here's the test. If I go back and I go down, I think there's something hitting the back button might be fucking with it or something.
The back button, maybe you need to refresh your store. That's an odd one.
Speaking of glitches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Well, I'm at 2% here on my iPad.
Thanks.
So this has been fun. I wish you lots of luck. I hope this really turns into something, including this video. Even if we get like 30 seconds out of it, it might be fun.
Yeah.
But it's just another piece of the bigger thing that you could present for this little endeavor. But have
Nice.
fun with it. Have fun with it. I'm stoked. I'm stoked that we got it to this. I'm stoked that we took it and we got it this far. That's very satisfying.
Yeah, I mean, that's just about an hour-ish. So sweet. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for the call. This has been fun.
Yep. Ciao.